As I look back over this last year in the Hub, there's been some super exciting stories.
Group life at St. Albert Alliance Church is thriving. We're seeing so many new people connecting in small groups and in C3s.
Extreme Kids has been amazing this year. We gave every single elementary child a mini Jesus. They took mini Jesus to school, and the idea was to know that Jesus was with them always.
We've had stories from Cheryl and stories from Linda, story of Andrew and his journey and what it took for him to come to a real place of healing. We heard from Dick about his journey and through alcoholism and how he found real freedom through that.
We're seeing small groups do life together with one another, engaging in hard times and good times, sharing family moments with one another.
So they would put Jesus out on their desk, and every time somebody would ask them, what's that? They would respond by saying, well, this is Jesus. He's always with me. Would you like to have Jesus with you too?
And then what's exciting is not only are people coming to a place of real freedom and healing, but now they're turning and giving back, and they're leading groups and walking with other people, dealing with some of the most difficult struggles that they've had to face.
We're seeing C3s thriving. We're seeing small group leaders sharing the good news of Jesus in the places where they work, as far away as Inuvik, and baptizing people in lakes.
Now, we had one child who gave his mini Jesus away to a classmate, and then he came back and he said, now my whole class wants one.
We're seeing new Canadians come to the church and finding community and finding Jesus for the very first time. The Spirit is moving, and we're so excited about it.
It has been so exciting to see our Extreme Kids leading the way in sharing Jesus with those around them.
I don't think of anything that is more powerful than a changed life, and we're seeing that happen in the Hub.
It's only possible because of Jesus.
In 2025, I'm so excited for what Jesus is doing amongst our youth and young adults.
One of the great ways that we express our love for St. Albert, our love for our community, is through the Love St. Albert Festival.
In August 2025, there is a team of 12 of us that are going to be heading to Mexico for a Mexico missions trip.
Amongst our students, they are multiplying disciples by sharing their stories.
I've never felt like that big of like an overpowering like love from God, and it's like really good. Like I've actually believe in God now. Like it's not just like a person we're supposed to pray to, or it's like God is actually real and so good.
They're sharing their stories of what Jesus is up to in their lives, and that's coming out in baptism in real and tangible ways, and will continue in 2025.
Just recently, this whole team, we met together for the first time, and I asked the whole team to just share with each other, like, what are you excited for? And each one of them was just embracing the Spirit in such a beautiful way of saying, like, I am in to share Jesus in a new place, and they are just excited to see what Jesus is going to do in their lives through this trip in Mexico.
And I've heard people in the community tell stories of how when we put on this festival for the community, they really felt loved. I heard about a young mother and a child that came for the first time last year, and they said, I can't believe you guys would do this for our community.
Our young adults are seeking to embrace Holy Spirit in significant ways, and are being led by the Spirit, are taking on more than they can imagine because of what God is doing in and through them. And then we have this awesome new space that we're in, that our video game ministry is going to use well to grow in community, to see more people come and experience the life transformation of Jesus.
My friends, that was one of many stories that we have to tell. And this next year, it's even going to be better. We're going to hear more stories and greater stories this next year, and you're not going to want to miss being part of Love St. Albert 2025.
These students are all in. Like, they want to go and share Jesus with where he's calling them to do that. And for right now, it's this Mexico missions trip. And it is just really cool to see what Jesus is doing through these students.